Hello everybody, hello. Welcome back to a brand new stream. Back to back 2 days in a row. And we are here. We're here for another brilliant game. The second part, of course, the semi-final of the Nations League. And the second one that is between Belgium and the France. Of course, the world number one and the number two. And it seems like it will be one hell of a match. As you can see on the lineups on the screen, the teams are fully poised. Of course, one or two missing names, but I don't think that will, of course, diminish the importance of these kind of the games. But one thing for important to note here is these teams definitely would want to win, and Belgium especially, because I feel like they are the golden generation and they are just running out of the time, and they have had a lot of tournaments, and I think this is now right up there, so they have to win it by hook or by crook. So Belgium, it's your chance to shine actually. Hazard and Mbappe talking to each other. Hazard and Mbappe maybe talking next year in Madrid together. Maybe, you know. Here it is. Kick off, lads. So, the winner of this game will meet the finalist Spain, of course, in the final. And that is on 11th October. Before that, we have a third place playoff. That will be between the loser of this game and against Italy as well. And right now, I think a lot of thoughts will be around who actually will be the goal scorer in this game, because there are so many names: Mbappe, Benzema, Lukaku, De Bruyne, Hazard, and you can expect a lot of firepower and a lot of creativity alongside as well. So it's surely one for the taking, and we all are aware that these guys are awesome and they will just put on a show for all of us. Yeah, tactically it will be very interesting as well. And you know, there is one thing to note here. Both of these teams, last time they faced each other off in the World Cup, and it was a semi-final, and France won it. And that time is different, this time is different. Belgium maybe have a bit of something in their mind. They have not changed their system. Belgium have never changed their system, in fact. But France have. France have done their homework. France are playing with a back three now. A back three of Lucas Hernandez, Varane, and Jules Koundé. A very young Jules Koundé, but a very reliable one. And for the first time, Theo Hernandez and Lucas Hernandez, the two brothers, are playing together. And by the way, here's Mbappe trying to break in, but Carrasco eventually defending and blocking Mbappe's run there. Carrasco, of course, Belgium usually play him as a left mid or left wing back, whatever you might want to call it. But the thing right now is he's used to attacking a lot, right? And with Mbappe, you might be forced down the pecking order, like further behind on the left side, because you have to keep an eye on Mbappe, man. He'll lose you. And France, as they are playing a two-striker formation, so Benzema and Mbappe, maybe they'll swap places, but for sure, anyone will be there on the each side. They'll cause trouble for Belgium defenders, and they have to be much, much more quicker. As De Bruyne on the ball. It's very surprising to see Toby Alderweireld still retaining his place, but yet again, Belgium don't have any senior centre halves since Company and of course Vermaelen. Vermaelen, he's still playing, but he has grown old and fallen a bit out of order there. But interesting, Toby Alderweireld went on to Middle East to play not so competitive football, but he's still playing though at the highest of the highest levels for Belgium. Maybe this would be his last World Cup event next time around. Here's the first touch by Theo Hernandez. Here's Benzema. 1-2 with Griezmann. Here's Theo again. Theo with a decent return. Carrasco defending this time. And straight away you can see Yannick Ferreira Carrasco having to defend a lot. I'm very much sure about Castagna. Castagna can defend a lot, and Carrasco, it might be a concern. Here's Lukaku trying to bulldoze the French defenders, and he does so. With Varane 1-1. He crosses. Almost reaches Hazard to De Bruyne. And De Bruyne almost forces Lloris to make a save. What a chance. What a solid left hand by Hugo Lloris. This was easily a goal for Belgium there, man. Easily a goal. Wow. Jules Koundé couldn't sort the ball out. The clearance basically hit his back foot and went into the path of De Bruyne. And De Bruyne with a spectacular hit, but Lloris with an even stronger left hand, I'm sorry. But nevertheless, forcing the corner, Belgium. Let me just fix the score on the stream. It looks a bit unusual. Here's De Bruyne's corner. Easily cleared away now by Theo Hernandez. Here's Kylian Mbappe trying to attack. And is fouled in the process. Referee deemed that as a foul. I don't know what was that, but that was a very late call. So it's very early in the game. Mbappe breaking off. That pace is massive, right? And Castagne has to block him. And block him, body checks him, and brings him down. And it's a yellow card so early in the game for the right mid for Belgium. Here's Rafael Varane on the ball. Here's Pogba as well. Would be very interesting. I think France, if they were to concede any goal first, they would not hesitate to go back to a back four and they'll just move on with it. Of course, France, both of the players on the left and the right side, the left and the right, I mean the centre back side. Jules Koundé, a very versatile player, can play as a centre mid and right back and a centre back. And same for Lucas Hernandez, he can play as a left back and a left centre back. So on the way, they can easily adapt the system if they were to go behind or may have to change the formation to protect the lead. But it would be very interesting how they actually play from the start. And also, guys, if you're new around here, you're watching Belgium versus France. It's Nations League semi-final. The last four, Italy have already been knocked out of the contention for winning. Wow, Mbappe basically, too much of pace there. Mbappe had a decent chance there. So I was talking about the game. Italy have been knocked out. Spain are the first finalists inside. And right now, they'll face whoever the game winner is between these two teams. 5 minutes in and a lot of activity already been done by Mbappe. Mbappe is now on the right hand side. Earlier he was on the left side, but wherever he was, he's causing a lot of troubles. So for Belgium players, usually they pick up a great pass or two, but right now they are not going to because they're not having the ball. And likewise, I saw in the World Cup as well, De Bruyne, whenever he's on the right mid side or right wing side, most probably you can say, he plays as a striker. Wow, here's De Bruyne in space. Here's Lukaku. Can he do something? He cannot. Lucas Hernandez doing the job very cleanly there, nicking the ball of Lukaku. Lukaku not keeping the eyes on the man and just going forward blindly and easily lost the ball there. But the burst of pace from Mbappe there, man, wow. Almost manages to keep the ball in as well. I just saw the replay. But unfortunately, he was the farthest man because he was the quickest, right? And couldn't keep the ball. Griezmann, of course, not a huge momentum behind him right now. Since coming back to Atletico, I think only a goal. And that goal, I know, came at a very crucial time against AC Milan. But still, it took a while for Griezmann to even have a shot on the target. So, wow, what a ball. And wow, straight into the hands of Courtois. Carrasco again tested this time. But Carrasco, I don't think he's very much aware of the defensive threat right now. Here's Benjamin Pavard. Wow, almost two wing backs colliding with each other. Here's Axel Witsel, now fit, not playing for Dortmund recently due to the injury, but he's back fit. Here's Eden Hazard on the ball, the number 10 of Belgium. Can he make some things happen? Here's Axel Witsel, De Bruyne. Thomas Muller is aside. Is I think a missing factor here, but Thomas Muller, I think, rightly so missing out because he doesn't, man, really play a lot for Dortmund. So a lack of game time is really concerning, right? That's how only I can put it. Lucas Hernandez here protecting the ball from De Bruyne here. So Belgium, not a proper shot on target or an effective attempt on the goal so far. Didier Deschamps must be so happy right now. If you have just tuned in, guys, we are watching Belgium versus France, and so far quietly even, but France just edging Belgium on the chances points. And the game is, of course, building momentum right now. Belgium trying their best to get the ball and have a decent spell of possession, but so far they haven't been able to. But already Mbappe has caused a lot of trouble, as earned a Belgium player a yellow card, but nothing eventually in the output though, in terms of goal. I just feel like the longer the game goes, the advantage it will be for Belgium, not for France, because France are more prone to conceding their leads recently. And man, Switzerland game, it was a big shock, right? But it was something that was an example. So here's the cheeky attempt by Jules Koundé there. Jules Koundé didn't realizing the man was offside actually. Of course, France change of system. I reckon the change of system is mostly, or it cannot be actually, because if Deschamps actually wanted to play a system that featured a back three, so he could have just Rabiot could have gone out and Kante could have played inside with Pogba as he usually do. But this time around, he's opting for a youth centre back, so maybe he has something in his mind already. Maybe he has seen something that is interesting. Here's a long switch of ball by Eden Hazard. Belgium not venturing forward like we are used to seeing them, so it might take some time actually to get used to this setup. Here's Hazard on the ball, here's Witzel. Maybe it will come eventually. Belgium will try a lot of long shots like they usually do, and they usually need one or two attacks right to get in the song, and it will be all on. Here's De Bruyne, 1-2 with Lukaku. Here's De Bruyne again, transfer a shot, and a corner. See, like I was talking about, De Bruyne is not hesitant to shoot from anywhere outside the box, man. Not anywhere outside the box. Brilliant play, hold up piece by Lukaku of the ball, and then again, De Bruyne rushing to take the shot, and it's blocked eventually. So Belgium, a lot of bodies inside the box, a big height advantage, I must say. There is Rafael Varane and Pogba only that are as tall as Lukaku, Alderweireld and Vertonghen here. Lucas Hernandez and Koundé not as tall as their other counterparts. But this time around, France will clear easily. France will chase the ball as well. It's De Bruyne, deep this time. Eden Hazard toying with the French players, getting the ball at the end. France very much holding the shape, very much. But right now, all of their wing backs are properly tucked down with their defense. A nice interception by their Yuri Tillemans. Attempt for a shot, and he's very much capable of a spectacular. Yuri Tillemans, we have seen in the FA Cup against Chelsea, and for Belgium as well against England, I saw a very spectacular goal, but that was a very not impressive shot. Sorry. There's Mbappe with the flick, Griezmann trying to link up with him, but Griezmann failing miserably there. There's a bit of ball for France now, after actually a decent half of Belgium position, not gonna lie. Belgium was not enjoying a lot of the ball earlier, but now the ball is back with them eventually. Here's Mbappe with a burst of pace, but easily dealt well with by the Belgian defenders. Here's again Mbappe, Benzema. Wow, what a block by Denier, and Benzema is offside. Wow, Benzema is so good at reading the game, man, so good. And even though he's not the quickest ones, but the movement and running through the lines is so excellent from Benzema. And over the years, like we used to say with Ronaldo, right? Ronaldo became very conservative about his running. He won't run a lot, but rather than his positional play has become so spectacular, and that's why it earns him a lot of goals. And Benzema, of course, recently back in the France era, but boy, he has been balling out in La Liga as well. So, and I think there was an article published a day or two ago only that, according to this particular stat, Benzema is like the most informed player currently in the world, even over Mohamed Salah. Here comes Carrasco, chance for Carrasco to attack, and easily blocked by Jules Koundé there. Nothing of a threat there, that ball. Carrasco doing well there, second time, defending the ball from Pogba, getting it back as well. Here's Tielemans, can it cross to Lukaku? Lukaku shielding the ball so well. De Bruyne with a chance, and you can already see Belgium are not hesitant to shoot from outside the box because they're feeling like they are not getting enough chances to actually make some plays and run for the passes inside the box. So they might as well take the chances that fall halfway through them. But on this occasion, gets it horribly wrong, De Bruyne, to be honest. Couldn't actually wrap his feet around it on a half volley chance, but we know we are not blaming De Bruyne to take a shot from there, because if someone's going to score first from there, it's going to be De Bruyne or Pogba on the second thoughts if it is on the other side. There's Lucas Hernandez. Wow, Benzema did manage to keep himself onside there. Wow, brilliant one-touch football there. Mbappe quick feet. Mbappe quick feet again. Blocked again by Hazard defending inside the box. Wow, and at the end, Hazard is wrapping the ball. So Belgium, attackers even aware, and they're helping out their teammates to defend Mbappe. Wow, Lukaku in a lot of space. Still not a lot of space, Lukaku. A pass for Castagne, but there is a problem. There is no one inside. And he's bulldozed by Theo Hernandez there. And Castagne fouls him. Ref clearly saw that push and deemed it as an unfairful one. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are watching Belgium versus France live from ALLIANZ Stadium, Turin, Italy, and it's goalless still. The game is building up right now. There's Rabiot on the ball. Can he do something? There's Pogba in a lot of space. Can he find someone? He cannot. He passes it back. There's Koundé. Benzema asking for the ball, but Koundé, I'm sorry, ignores him. Koundé again taking up an offensive position. Wow, what a first time ball by Mbappe there. Griezmann couldn't get at the end of it, and it looked like an awesome ball though. Griezmann, of course, unfortunately doesn't have that legs that Mbappe has, so maybe he cannot chase the pass at the perfect pace. Now, I sometimes feel like sleeping when these guys are passing at the back, and they play 3 at the back, and they complete the whole set, like 1-2, 1-2, and it gets very boring, man. And unfortunately, both of the teams are playing the back 3 or the back 5, if you want to label it as. France actually has the correct personnel where you can call it a back 5. Belgium not so, because Belgium never have played back 5. They usually bring back their players only when they need to defend. There's Eden Hazard on the ball. Here's Pogba catching him. Wow, Pogba, brilliant piece of skill, keeping the ball away from De Bruyne. Chance for Pogba maybe to do something. He's been closed down by the two Belgian players. He still keeps hold of the ball and loses it kind of and recovers it immediately. Impressive defensive display there by French team. And right now, the most alarming thing for Belgium right now is Mbappe's pace. And every time he's going forward, even though not for the goal, just for making the passes or creating the space for his other French people, it's alarming right now because France, they have a lot of pace. They amass a lot of pace with Mbappe. And Belgium, they don't have it. Maybe there is pace, but there is not pace with all of the players. And it's really a worrying thing for Roberto Martinez right now because already they are being forced and pegged down. Like the likes of Carrasco, Castagna having to actually submerge with their back three. They're not used to playing like that, Belgium, right? And they never had played like that. But right now the issue is they're not controlling the ball, so they have to surrender and respect the French team. There's Mbappe. Some confusion with Benzema there. Benzema not making a run inside the box. So, all of the game being played in the Belgium half right now. All of the 11 Belgian players behind the ball right now defending and patiently waiting for the chance. This time, Vertonghen reading the danger. Hazard being fouled here in the process by Benjamin Pavard and Rabiot. They're double teaming on Hazard. They know that if he can dribble, he can cause some problems here, but they're making sure he doesn't get even to the half line. And they bring him down. Here's Hazard with a chance. Plays out of the back. Here's Hazard. Here's Hazard linking up with Lukaku. Can Lukaku do something? Lukaku with a shot, a half a chance or a shot. It takes deflection and it doesn't actually. Ricochets it back off Lukaku and goes out for a throw in for French team. Having a hard time here, Belgium team, to actually knit a 2 or 3 passes together actually to form a decent attack. Benzema there carefully chesting the ball to Theo Hernandez. Here's Theo Hernandez with a lot of pace. Bursting up forward. Pavard in a lot of space. So is Griezmann. Chance for Mbappe to volley. But straight into the hands of Courtois. Maybe Mbappe wasn't expecting that kind of a layoff from Griezmann there, to be honest, because that was 2 back-to-back headers and it looked like the ball would come off much more at a lesser pace maybe. He couldn't get his feet behind the ball and wrap the shot properly. I'm just looking at Belgium, that France have been so resilient so far in defending, and how would they break them up? Would need a massive error maybe from the French team actually to get Belgium in on the game right now, because as of now they look like well tucked in. Uh, a very disappointed cross by De Bruyne. They're looking like very frustrated guy, that De Bruyne, and not his best, of course, we have seen. Look very bad. I've just seen the replay. That's why I'm giving a reaction like this. Very not very De Bruyne like. He just waved the ball forward and no result. There's Varane. A nice diagonal with his weaker foot, nevertheless. Courtois being crowded by the French players inside the box. Wow. Tielemans gives the ball away, and here's chance for Pogba, here's chance for Griezmann. Benzema has it, Pogba has it. Can he make something of it? Nothing so far actually for both the teams actually to break the defense down. Both of the teams, well, chance for De Bruyne. Can he find someone? He found Hazard. Hazard with a brilliant ball to Carrasco. Carrasco brings it back to. Did he run actually out of the goal line? Maybe he did, but ref says it's fine. Here's Zidane. Wow, Hazard, not Zidane. I'm not sure where did I get a flashback of Zidane. Wow, Mbappe running forward now. Oh, the ball hit the ref, and he has to blow the whistle. Unfortunate there, but that's eventually. And here's the drop ball. Wow, Hyundai, what a tackle, bro. That's a goal-saving tackle, in fact. That was a goal, guaranteed if Hazard had a chance to shoot there. VR will check it, but I don't think it will be overruled, though. I'm just fixing something. Give me a second. We'll be live back with you. Of course, we're staying live here. Wow. It's a goal for Belgium. A very unlikely source, but a source definitely for Belgium. Yannick Ferreira Carrasco. Unlikely as in the terms of possession. But goal's a goal. Oh dear lord. Wow. Now they're checking the offside. And the goal stands. Stania. Live stream. Hi, bro. Bro, you might find it on BT Sports or ITV. I'm sure they're showing the game for the Nations League live. If that is what you're looking for. This is a watch along and a reaction video. I'm glad you dropped by though. Wow. Seconds. Belgium 2, France nil. And this was all Lukaku, man. This was all Lukaku, and it was terrific. I must tell you. Here comes Belgium again, and again earning a corner kick. France look like they are now bamboozled. But man, that effort by Lukaku was sensational, I'm not going to lie. Wow. All of a sudden, it's like turn around. There is a whole different vibe around the same now. Wow, Mbappe so close, but only netting into the side. It's Romelu Lukaku's time to shine, man. It's Romelu Lukaku's time to shine. So all of a sudden, the team talk must change, right? France now going from all into same thing happened with Italy last night, right? Italy looked like they were on a song, and all of a sudden, Spain a goal in, and all of a sudden, Italy a man down. I'm sorry, then it's all gone loose. So that's it. It's the halftime, and we'll take a break here. And it's been tough for France, a tough ride, but nevertheless, they have got towards the end of it, and they look like they would need to make a lot of changes actually to overcome this deficit because there will be a chance, of course, with Mbappe. You always have a chance to score goals alongside Benzema there, but still, it is that mountain to climb, in my opinion. Now we can just wait. for the second half, lads. Have some water, have some break. Until then, we just sit here and relax. And by the looks of it on my stream, I'm checking that someone, yeah, actually someone might be there making an appearance in the second half, but let's see what happens actually. Let me check something, lads. Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Half time, just about time now. France will be looking to actually knock off the dust, and Belgium looking to build onto the momentum. Of course, the first goal was scored against the run of the play, but I think now is the time Belgium will push the final gear, and you will be prone to having some decent attacks from the Belgian side as well. And likewise for France, it will be something that's sort of a concern, right? They have to now alter the system and actually go with a different ideology here rather than just stick with the back five. Lukaku is the man here. Massive second half for France though, even though they are like, yeah, they might not be actually out because last time we saw that Italy tried to come back very late and they scored a goal, but nevertheless, France is much more capable of causing more damage right now, and something that is really a concern for Belgium right now because they can't cope up with the pace, and it might be something actually that they need to address it properly. So welcome back, lads. Second half started, and of course, still maintaining the shape there. But let's see actually how far can France go with this lineup. Belgium growing more and more in the game, and it will be more so and so because if they are more retaining the ball, and it will be basically the case of confidence, right, and the momentum, and they're pretty much high on the momentum right now. And Romelu Lukaku, man, this guy is scoring goals for fun, and his record for Belgium is phenomenal. So he might not just be far behind from Cristiano Ronaldo actually in terms of catching him some way down in the future. He's 28, of course, just. I just feel like playing three in the midfield gave France so much liberty, right, to move the ball, and whether it was a 4-2-3-1 or maybe a 4-3-3, but right now it seems like, yeah, they are pegged down and they will have to do a lot of works by themselves and maybe depend for a very brilliant opportunity or one of a spectacular effort from any of their players right now. They scored two under pressure, clearing the ball easily there. But Belgium have the ball clear and safe. And right now, the contrast is when the half actually started, the first half, it looked like Belgium could not have the ball at all. And right now, even though France are chasing the game with urgency, it seems like Belgium have so much time on the ball and they're just retaining it. And wow, a touch by, wow, could have been risky. A shot from far off, almost 45 yards from Paul Pogba. De Bruyne giving the ball away and looking very uncomfortable there for the number one ranked team Belgium, but nevertheless they have got it. If you have just tuned in, guys, we are watching Belgium versus France, and it's 2-0 Belgium and nothing for France. And it looks like the golden generation of Belgium might actually have a chance of winning something in form of a trophy. Thibaut Courtois so far nothing to do in the goal, right? Since the first half, a few or two more chances from Mbappe, but right now he's being in line to test with a free kick here by Antoine Griezmann. Most likely he's going to pass it, not at the goal. Would be very surprised if he goes for the goal here. Ooh, Pogba with a chance and just over the bar. Couldn't do a lot here actually. Tough chance to actually direct the ball inside and low into the net when it's coming with so much height. Thoughts on Newcastle United? See, I'll tell you one thing. If it is from a perspective of a Newcastle United fan or something like that, although there is a statement released from the board from their side that this is a club that we want to take it to a right place, and something that we would want to do on a regular basis is win regular trophies and just compete with the best. So I think to compete with the best, you have to spend the money, and they will for sure spend the money. But the big problem is how much money will it take actually to turn around the whole club 360 basically in terms of a different dimension. Wow, Lukaku with a shot and straight into the hands of Lloris. I just feel that personally. Like it will take some time, right? Because you can't just be and there is a financial player play as well. It doesn't mean that you have new owners so that you can spend 300 millions. And there is also a concern that actually good players cost a lot of money. So it will be a gradual step of development. For example, I'll just give you a just take Mbappe only, man. Come on, okay. If you want to imagine, like, yeah, we have a owner who has over 300 billion, not million, sorry, and basically you cannot buy two players like Mbappe or Haaland in the same transfer market, right? You have to build the whole team, and even in order to chase players like Mbappe or Haaland to come at Newcastle by just showing that, yeah, the money is here, come in the best league in the world, I don't think it will work. It will take some time. Newcastle might have to take the stage of gradual development, top half finish some way down the lane in the second season from now, finishing in Europa League or Conference League first even, and then maybe gradually attracting a lot of players and then going into the Champions League. Yeah, good management as well. I think the management can easily come. I'm not very much concerned about the management, but actually the players. Because you have to be promisable, right, in order to get the players. For example, who would Antonio Conte is there, right? Antonio Conte is very much unemployed right now, and he's not going to Barcelona. He's not going to Arsenal, and he's basically saying in the media that if I'm not going for these kind of particular clubs, I might wait for a new project. And new project, okay, but will he actually go from a club that is like basically from the scratch? Because that is a kind of a manager. For example, Antonio Conte, the thing which will work in his favor is he'll attract players. And a guy like Conte, for example, if Pirlo goes at Newcastle, would you be really able to say that, yeah, Pirlo will attract a lot of players? I think a proven manager will be only able to attract players. And they can get the proven manager, but it will be hard, right? Because any contract that will come out of that Newcastle organization, the first one will be like loads of money. I think it's even like when Ancelotti came in for Everton job, people were like bit of a surprise. And for example, this will be the same scenario when someone takes over the Newcastle job as a coach. It would be surprising as well, but there will be a change for sure. maybe someone by heart or by crook, there is a die-hard Newcastle fan somewhere deep down inside someone's heart, and the player might just say, yeah, if the club is ready to move in the right direction, I might as well join it and try my hand on something. Or maybe players willing to restart their career, man. For the likes of Coutinho, you never know. A lot of things can happen. These players will go from not playing at all to maybe playing on the regular basis in the world's first league. So there is always a chance that Newcastle will take a surprise actually. But far from the likes of, yeah, we'll just win the European trophy or we'll just challenge from the Premier League title, because there is financial fair play as well. Even though you have money, but a lot of money sometimes is a problem, right? Financial fair play, we know that. Who do you think, in your opinion, will be the manager of actually Newcastle? Who could they actually appoint? Actually, who would be willing to take the job of Newcastle United? Because they will know that this club can ideally spend a lot of money. Because I think Newcastle recently spent like 25 millions on Joe Willock, right? And if you take the word, Newcastle's record signing, and it won't last long, I think, as the new owners are here, but still, they have a few players, Newcastle team, they can build them around it, so they still have a chance. But a top half finish is what would they be aiming for actually. Maybe in the start of January only, man. The second transfer window of the season, you see that, yeah, a marquee signing is back. For example, one more thing is there. If you see Gareth Bale making a move to Newcastle United, I won't be surprised at all. Like, it could really happen. Some moves like this, if you want to research a football club. Here's Carrasco attacking though against Koundé. Let's focus on the match now. A goal kick here, but France still sticking with the back three, and will it be feasible at the end? Let's see. Here's Pogba, here's Griezmann, and also, I don't know, in the chat if you're still here, did you hear that Mbappe is willing to take a break from the national team? There was a talk about it, but might be true as well. Although they may not decide to let that happen, but whatever the case is, here's De Bruyne with a chance, first time pass to Hazard. Hazard, can he find someone? Hazard loses the ball with Theo in the process. Here's Pogba back on the ball. So is the whole Belgian team defending in their own half. All men behind the ball. Koundé. Tielemans trying their best to rob him. There's Mbappe. Mbappe is trying his best, man, but you have to link up with the others, right? $60 almost on the clock, lad. 16 minutes. Nothing productive for France so far in terms of the goals. There's Mbappe. Step over. Chance for the pass. Oh my god, Griezmann has missed it. Wow. If that was a save, dude. Referee says it is not a save. It is a actual miss by Griezmann. Wow, what a step over by Mbappe. Fooled Carrasco totally. Like we said, Carrasco very much prone to defensive errors. I don't know what Griezmann is claiming there to be a corner. The ball double ricochets off his chin and goes out. I'm not sure it was Thibaut Courtois as they're saying it. In the process, Pogba fouls for Tongan here. This Belgium team holding onto the ball very easily now. Very, very easily. They are in no hurry and they'll take it step at a time. Tielemans losing the ball, putting his team under pressure. Very unnecessary there by the Belgian centre mid there. Here's Kunde showing his quickness there. Even collecting a 1-2 from Benjamin Pavard. Passing it to Mbappe, taking a return as well. A cross. Oh, very dangerous cross, but intercepted well by Alderweireld there. Hazard recovering. Hazard still has the ball. Carrasco. Hazard still has the ball. Wow. France still trying to press. Mbappe still trying to apply pressure. Right now, France are moving from right to left, and no product at the end. By the way, guys, if you have just tuned in, 60 minutes on the clock, an hour gone in this game, and Belgium have a solid 2-0 lead, and France, they are so desperate, they're just moving the ball, and there is no change in system so far, and they're still playing a back three. Let's see what happens. Cross, and the cross well over everyone, and even their wing back. Belgium, another chance to recover here. A let off actually for France there. Commentator is saying knocking on the door, Didier Deschamps' team, and actually is knocking on the door sufficient. Last night we saw that Spain all of a sudden against the run of events took a lead, scored a goal, that's it, and conceded a goal of course late, and it was a very casual mistake by Pau Torres. He let the ball go off his feet, but will this Belgium team make such an error that France can come back into this game? I highly doubt so. Here's France pressing. France is pressing resiliently, man. They have a lot of pace here. Here's France back on the ball though. Rafael Varane and co. Right now they seem like when you're stuck in a back three formation, right, and you're passing sideways and it looks awful. Not going to lie, it looks awful. Basically they're doing that and they look like a side that they need some actual pushing. Of course there's no N'Golo Kante here to press and run like an engine. Wow, Mbappe Griezmann linking up very well. Mbappe still has the ball. Tielemans, nice tackle. Mbappe still has it. Passes it to Benzema. Benzema creating space. Benzema shooting. And Benzema scoring. Wow. Benzema is a genius, man. Karim Benzema is a genius. Wow. There is no way, shape or form that he should have scored there. No way, shape or form. The adjustment on his feet was like, wow. Wow. And he has given France some hope. And so early in the game, so much time left now. 63 minutes only, as we were talking about. And all of a sudden, Belgium are under pressure. Wow. Mbappe not giving up, passing it to Benzema. Benzema turning around and shooting and finishing. And his teammate Courtois, the club teammate, could not catch it. Wow. More than 4 defenders, man, he's surrounded by, and still manages to take a shot away, turning and shooting. Here's Belgium again. The ball has been given away again. Here's Mbappe on the ball. Can Mbappe do anything? Drinks the ball. Witsel clears it. Belgium boots it out again. And wow. The Belgian players are turned on their heels now. Oh, it really looks like, wow, the tables have turned again. But unlike the Italy game, it's much like, yeah, they have a chance here because Italy left it very late. Yo, Leo Messi. Is that if that is how you pronounce it? Welcome to the stream, bro. Here's De Bruyne. And of course, it has been a while since Belgium did a very decent or did enjoy a decent phase of possession here. Here comes again France. Here's Benzema. Wow, in space for Griezmann. Can he do anything? Wow. Griezmann almost so close there. But man, here's chance for Belgium. Can Belgium do a counter attack? 4v3 and he hits straight the ball into Rafael Varane. The ball straight into the heels of Varane. Can actually Belgium climb back? Can they bridge a gap again? I'm sorry. That is what exactly I should be saying. Not can they bridge the gap. Here's the ball again back with De Bruyne. De Bruyne, Lukaku. Here's Carrasco. Carrasco almost in the infield right now. Eden Hazard up against Benjamin Pavard. Crossing it over each and every one in the Belgian shirt. Castagna still has it? No, he cannot have it. Theo Hernandez too strong there for Castagna here. But that goal was sole Benzema, man. Benzema is like, yeah, wow. There was nothing actually, other part being involved here. Of course, Mbappe, that fake shot was brilliant. Made his way, never gave up, got the second ball. And the finish, man, from Benzema. He should have never scored from there, but he actually scored from there. So you might as well say, yeah, deserves it. And by the way, guys, thank you for whoever has tuned in for watching. It always means a lot. It helps the channel to grow. If you're new around here, please drop a like on the stream, subscribe, and do watch my videos. I would love the feedback. There's Pogba on the ball. Plenty of Belgian bodies behind it. Everyone's behind the ball. Wow. Here's the ball for Benzema again. And Courtois this time alert on his toes to gather the ball and catch it. This time Courtois caught pace. Courtois is no stranger to Benzema, right? He knows how Benzema is aware of every circumstance. Day and out they play against him in the Real Madrid training. So Tielemans is having a shocker. He has given the ball away again. Mbappe has it. Mbappe tries to shoot and is blocked. Wow. Again a penalty shot for Griezmann and it will be checked by VAR again. So this is a second penalty call in the last 5 minutes and Tielemans on the end of it again. Will it be a cynical one? Wow. Griezmann still down on the floor here. Vertonghen has been booked on the descent. Of course, Belgium will feel like they're making the most of it because it is now on the verge of an equalizer. The referee is going to take a look at the monitor, and by the looks of it, whenever the referee says I'm going to look at a monitor, it means like, yeah, it's in the direction of the penalty. So it might be actually a bad news for Belgium side here. They are about to be receiving a penalty in return, and which might be just converted by Benzema or Mbappe or Griezmann actually. Griezmann, to be honest, makes the most of it, but the contact is actually on the foot. So, and the penalty has been awarded. All of a sudden, we are back. France is back. Wow. Out of the blue, France have a penalty here. And don't go anywhere, lads. If you're watching, we are watching Belgium versus France. And 2-1 right now to Belgium, but they have just been awarded a penalty, and Kylian Mbappe has stepped up to take the penalty for France national team. Last time around, Kylian Mbappe on the penalties, he missed it in the shootout against Switzerland, of course. That is the focal point of him talking that I want to take a break from the national team because I missed the penalties. If fingers are pointed at me, so I'm ready to take a break. But huge moment in the semi-final. Mbappe on the penalty spot kick. Can he convert against Courtois? His future teammate maybe. Can Courtois make a save? I feel like he can. No, he doesn't make a mistake. He puts it in. Bro, they have just made it 2-2. What are you talking about? Highly unlikely that they'll make a comeback. They have just gone and scored a second goal. Penalty it is, and they're back. Belgium 2, France 0. Belgium 2, France 1. Belgium 2, France 2. And here we are, lads. Courtois dived in the right direction, but the height is just too much enough and the power is just too much enough by Mbappe. Perfectly placed penalty there. It's game on very much. It actually looks like that we might go to the distance actually in this one, because there might not be a goal actually in this game until the 90. What a phenomenal penalty, man. Take nothing from it. Belgium were about to make a very different change, right? Bringing on Trossard and maybe have a different dimension to the game, but right now they have changed it and they have brought on Vanaken, the Club Brugge midfielder. Much more offensive guy, not a very defensive one, but he is straight away into the center midfield role. Because I think Tielemans is having a lot of trouble in this game today, giving away the ball a lot of times, not tackling enough, not being very precise actually. So all of a sudden, the pressure is down. The pressure is back on Belgium actually. But the thing is, the goals that they have scored on back-to-back, some spectacular first touch football, right? And the delivery in the final third has been awesome. Mbappe is offside. "71 minutes on the clock, and it's anyone's game, man. It's anyone's game, to be honest now. Here's Hazard again, combining with Carrasco. Can he do something? So maybe it is a case of again Belgium's golden generation choking, or like the commentator says, Belgium have become a nearly team of winning anything, because they come close and every time they fall apart when it's their latter stages. This time again, they recycle the ball, they have it back. By the way, guys, if you've just tuned in, we're watching Belgium versus France, and 2-2. France have just gone and equalized from a 2-0 deficit, and it looks like it will be a banging game for the rest of the what minutes are left, and it might just go to the distance and maybe penalties if that is required. But right now, France look like in total control, and they look like they are a dangerous side. And that is without making a substitution. And all of a sudden, they have clicked in. All of a sudden, there is much more movements from France, a lot more running behind the lines, and real first touch football. Here's Benzema, Mbappe linking up. Here's Mbappe again. Mbappe in a lot of space here. Wow, almost trying to link up 1-2 again. Belgium intercepts it this time, but they still have the ball. Mbappe is almost at the heart of every move. He's too quick for the Belgium defenders to contain actually. Wow, what a flick from Lukaku. Vanaken, nice switch of play for De Bruyne here. He has it. Here's Carrasco. Can Carrasco do something? Lukaku has it. Here's Benzema. Wow. What a save by Lloris. That was goal bound. That was goal bound. De Bruyne hits the shot with some venom, mind you. Oh, it is going in goal, man, if you do not put a hand around it. It is almost straight, but it is going inside if you do not put a hand around it. Wow. Wow, I realize that I've just said the same statement twice, but it's Kevin De Bruyne, man. It's Kevin De Bruyne. CVC, meanwhile, Eden Hazard has been substituted. Trossard comes on. A pair of fresh legs for Belgium here. Here's De Bruyne with the corner. Lukaku, Vertonghen, and just over the bar. The defenders just managed to create enough pressure so that he will head the ball outside. Let's see what happens now. France substitution, the first one of the game. It's Rabiot going off and Tuchemani coming on. Tuchemani, if you guys are unaware, Monaco's center midfielder, a very talented player, just 21 years old and a real talent. A lot of clubs in the Premier League are out after him, and especially Chelsea. They're really looking for a center mid, and he's definitely a guy who definitely wants to watch. Number of caps already at junior level for France, and would love to make a mark on the senior level in the absence of Kante here, but he's definitely a guy who will be a star in the future. There's Griezmann again. Griezmann this half has been dropping deep a lot. So is Benzema and Mbappe, but they have been covering each other's positions. Benzema here gives up the ball. There's Lukaku. It's 4v2. Belgium versus France. Lukaku is here and loses the ball inside the stopovers in the attempt to get the ball away actually from the defenders. He loses the ball in the process. Couldn't actually pick up pass or couldn't actually decide where to move in the direction with the ball. Wow, Mbappe with a quick burst of pace. Belgium just takes over it and France recovers it back. Benzema, what a pass for Pavard. Wow, and still has the ball. Griezmann, block. Again, save Courtois. Wow. A lot of shot for the handballs here. Courtois with a decent save at the very end. But still, a lot of chances for France there. They couldn't finish it off. Here's Vanaken on the ball. Here's Trossard. What a start it could have been for Tuchemani. All of a sudden, substitute and a goal scorer. There's Lukaku. He might just be offside. He tries to score. Lloris makes a save. And the flag is raised. I wonder, man. I'm not a fan of referee raising a flag very late. When it's clear and obvious, you should straight away raise it. He's clearly on the offside side. But come on, man. Ref should blow it. Porto, to be fair though, comes between a few bodies there, making a decent save as I saw on the replay there. By the way, lads, if you have just joined in, we are watching Belgium versus France. It's poised to be a great one. For the what minutes are left, 2-2 on the scoreline, and this match will be decided, unfortunately, by some goal or maybe some extra time. But one team will lose at the end, and the hearts will be broken. France have shown massive encouragement here, coming back into the game where they were leading 2-0, trailing 2-0, and all of a sudden they look like a different side. France doing the basics right now, playing a lot of small passes, near passes, and it's working. The link-up play has been phenomenal. They didn't change the formation. They didn't change the system at all. They stuck with it, and the players delivered at the end. Wow. Griezmann trying his special, turning and shooting all of a sudden from the near side, and didn't work. The shot with too much power goes over the bar, sailing. De Bruyne there, maybe feeling tired. Letting Griezmann shoot there, not a good sign. And Belgium have given away a free corner. Pressure building up from France national team. Two goals. And everything to fight for. Here's Griezmann with the corner. Belgium defends it very well though. Wow, in the process, Belgium now losing. Still recovers the ball. Vertonghen. Vertonghen trying to force the ref in the order to get a free kick basically, and referee at the end saying play for the whistle. 80 minutes done, 10 minutes left only in the regulation time. Let's see what happens. Can Belgium do something very much unexpected here? Carrasco again, a lot of space. Going up against Pavard. Still going infield. Castani hasn't been able to cross a lot, right? Hasn't been given a love. What do we say that? Space to attack maybe because of Theo Hernandez's quickness. Wow. Griezmann pressing De Bruyne and retaining the ball. Belgium are stuck at the back now. They look like they're very much stagnant, to be honest. There's Trossard on the ball. There's Lukaku trying to hold up the ball under pressure here. There's De Bruyne passing it to Trossard. Clearly one-touch passing from Belgium here. Slowly but steadily, Belgium building a pace ahead. Here's Carrasco. Now in the France's half. Lukaku losing the ball and loses the ball finally. Chance for Mbappe again. Keeps the ball in as well. Up against 4 French bodies and 3 Belgian bodies, but still loses the ball. If you have just tuned in, lads, we are watching Belgium versus France. It's 2-2 for each, and France had a mountain to climb. They were 2-0 down and they came on and scored. And since then, they have never looked back and they have been superb in this game. Belgium trying to build their confidence back slowly, but they are making some errors, right? And it might just cost them the game. And maybe it's another heartbreak for this golden Belgium generation. Wow, Theo Hernandez. Nice IQ there by the defender. Imagine the heartbreak if you are going to concede in the last 7 minutes of this half. And might be really up against the wall here. Imagine Roberto Martinez loses here and quits the Belgian national team. And yeah, I'm going to Barcelona. And builds a new team there. Here's the manager for Barcelona that they were looking for, maybe. Wow, Benzema with a very ambitious ball there. Wow. Varane and Lukaku not linking up well there. So close there. I don't know how is that misunderstanding being caused there. It becomes so unpleasant to the eye, right? From the manager's perspective and the player's perspective as well, when you're just so near to each other and misplacing the passes. Wow, Mbappe, what a first touch. Mbappe still has it. Mbappe still has it. Wow, Mbappe with an attempt on goal and wide. Porto was standing his place, holding his place. The ball could have just gone in if it was left or right. He's just come alive. All of a sudden, Benzema and Mbappe in the second half, and they're balling. There's Carrasco in a lot of space. There's Lukaku with them. Can he score? Is he offside? Is he or no? Lukaku has scored. 87th minute, lads. So late in the game. I personally feel that was offside. But the VR will tell it. The replay will tell it. I personally feel that was an offside. What a peach of a delivery by Yannick Carrasco, though. Twice a goal scorer Lukaku now for Belgium. Is Lukaku onside? He might actually be onside. Is Carrasco actually onside? Now I'm thinking to check. Because when the time the ball was played, he was. Wow, the goal has been ruled out. Like we said, it was offside. Man, football, the emotions in this game are gone, right? Wow, Benzema wiggling and drawing a free kick. And free kick right at the center of everything. Wow, France, another chance to maybe steal it, because this is a spectacular chance for scoring a free kick here. This is very much a scoring territory, right? For France here. Imagine it will be labeled as images taken right before the most horrendous moments. VAR is at it again. And lads, if you've just tuned in, we are watching a very interesting game. Let's see what happens now. Will it be Pogba? Will it be Griezmann? Has to be Griezmann, right? In terms of where Courtois is standing. It's Pogba. Oh, he hits the crossbar and the upright. Wow. Wow, you're laughing. Bro, that ball, that dip from Pogba just hits the L bar. He hits the L bar. Brilliant effort, man. Probably deserves a goal there. "90 minutes on the clock, lads. 90 minutes on the clock. If you are tuning in right now, we are watching Belgium versus France. And chance for Belgium. And the ball misses everyone. Here's Theo Hernandez. Chance to score, and he scores. 90 minutes and he scores. Was the guy who played... There might be a chance here. There might be a chance that Benzema is offside. There might be a chance. So we are keeping it cool. We are keeping it cool. Wow, a heartbreak from Belgium, man. We have seen fullbacks scoring goals, but wow, Theo Hernandez, wow. Recalled for the French national team to play alongside his brother. What a moment, what a start to the week, and now all of a sudden, bang. I think this will be checked because I think Benzema, when he was first on the scene, he might just be offside, but fingers crossed. Caught on the counter attack, Belgium, superbly. Wow, Courtois gets a hand on it and the ball still drops inside the net. There is a bit of reflection as well of the defender, so France is living the dream and Belgium is living the reality because Belgium have been shocked again and left down broken again. The golden generation yet again going away from the trophy. Here's Dubois for France. A defensive situation. Some legs on the field. Wow. 4 minutes of additional time, and I think it won't be a lot actually because whatever they might want to try, they are done here for Belgium. Already you can see France playing such a high line here, trying to defend the offside trap here. Sorry. We were thinking that it will go on course for extra time or whatever, and Belgium choked so bad, bro. 2-0 to 3-2 losing is like a game of a FIFA. Wow, Griezmann, smart play here. Pogba has the ball now. He has to pass it to Mbappe, who will protect the ball very much. Running down the clock, Mbappe. Wow, Mbappe with a burst of pace, and it's a goal kick. Runs out of the turf. Wow. Here comes Griezmann. Was Theo Hernandez. Belgium, the victim of their own destiny here, I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of chances for Belgium here, but they couldn't put the game to bed, and this he did. They kept on drawing back, they kept on drawing back, and at the end, it really goes them. One last chance, maybe 350 on the clock, 3 minutes 50 seconds, and it's done. Wow, and that's about it, I think. Trossard gives the ball away very cheaply here, and that's the Nations League dream over for Belgium. So Belgium, another final miss. Still moving the ball around very slowly, Belgium here. 4 minutes of additional time is done, and this is done. That's a free kick for Belgium, if I'm not wrong. The ref has blown for it. Maybe the last chance for Belgium national team. Wow, that's a French national team's free kick. Even though Vertonghen gets the ball first. Wow, boy, France has come and they've stolen it. All the people who were maybe blaming France and making memes on them the first half or the first half seeping down. French national team preparing another substitution, although we are past the additional time. And here's Benzema coming off, a CDM coming on. Question is, will the ref allow more time? Or will it be the last kick by the France national team who will boot up and just finish off the game? We are in the 96th minute, lads. It looks like referee is allowing some time. Maybe he's seeing that can Belgium actually take one more chance? He is allowing Belgium time, no? Pogba. Is game done? And wow, what a turnaround for French national team. All smiles for them, and a heartbreak another time for Belgium national team, and a time maybe for another time to reflect back on what has actually gone wrong and how could they have actually won that game, or how have they actually lost the game. But that's it for this game, and I appreciate any one of you and every one of you who tuned in to watch the stream and like the stream. It helps the channel to grow massively, and I appreciate your support a lot. And if you subscribe, it means a lot to me. And do watch my videos, I would love it. And until next time, I'll see you in the next live stream or in the next video. Bye bye. Peace.